like to place an order for some bread from the bakery?
I would be happy to help you place an order at our bakery. Would you like me to proceed?
Yes, please.
How else could I help you today?
Could you help me check on the status of my order?
I would be happy to help you with your order status.
We are Everlast.
Rhinoceros beetles are responsible for an estimated 25% loss in yield among the crops they devastate, especially young oil palms. Often, beetle attacks result in major reductions in leaf area, which hinders photosynthesis and greatly reduces fruit yield in affected oil palms. To solve this problem, we built Oryctus, the most precise spot spraying drone on the market. Using the latest GPS technology, Oryctus applies spray fluid with centimeter level precision on individual oil palm crowns to protect them from rhinoceros beetle attacks. Fast, accurate, and consistent, Oryctus is the most effective solution to the rhinoceros beetle problem. Here's how it works. Using a custom single-stream nozzle design, Oryctus applies a jet of spray fluid to the center of every palm. Within 3 seconds, the spray fluid douses the crown and penetrates any beetles lurking near the meristem. To ensure pinpoint accuracy in spraying, Oryctus uses real-time kinematic positioning, a GPS enhancement that improves flight accuracy to the centimeter level. So every palm is precisely spot sprayed for minimum wastage and maximum effect. Flight missions are planned in advance so spraying is fully automated at the push of a button. With its quick swap battery feature, Oryctus can operate continuously on back-to-back flights for a full day of spraying. With an upgraded 16-litre payload capacity, a single unit of Oryctus can cover 2 hectares per hour. That's at least 3 times as efficient as spraying by hand. Oryctus shines even on challenging terrain. Regardless of ground conditions, it performs just as effectively on slopes as on flat land. Using its front and downward object avoidance sensor, Oryctus can also detect any nearby obstacles in its path ahead of time for guaranteed safe flying in all environments.
AR is currently managing or servicing of about 400,000 hectares of estates in Malaysia, Indonesia, Colombia and Liberia.
Tuami alone is 2,500 hectares. In terms of acres, it will be 6,000 over acres.
The benefits of using drone spraying technology are manifold. First, it can reduce the reliance on labor. Secondly, it can increase the productivity as compared to manual approach. Thirdly, it can reduce the risk of worker exposed to the chemical. Fourthly, it can access to difficult areas such as terraces. And the last but not the least, the accuracy and quality of the sprays can be ascertained.
I think in terms of rhinoceros beetle control or treatment, I think I'm very positive about this technology because the drone technology itself is doing many tasks at one time. As I mentioned earlier, labor is one of the challenges in this industry. So if we can substitute this work with this drone technology, so I believe you can save a lot of labor costs in the estate.
With unrivaled spot spraying accuracy, Oryctus is the modern workhorse for the oil palm industry. Transform your business with us today and take flight with the aerial agriculture revolution. Oryctus, high precision agriculture spraying.
Hello. My name is Josh Sutton. I'm the CEO of Agori. At Agori, we help companies to monetize their data assets. We've known for a number of years that data is one of the most valuable assets that any company holds. This is true in every industry, from healthcare to entertainment to retail. What most companies have not been able to do thus far, however, is turn that intangible feeling that their data is really worth something into actual bottom line profits for a company. That's what Agori enables. We do all of this based on an initial premise that your data is an asset. And that asset, just like any other asset, has to have a governance structure that allows us to observe it, to understand who's using it, how it's being used, when it's being accessed. Because if we can measure all of those things, we can start to ascribe a real value to that, whether it's by charging people access to look at and leverage our data, or whether it's by demonstrating the value of it to our own organization so that we can use it as collateral in a financing transaction. To enable this, the very first thing that we do is we implement what we call a data trust. And a data trust is our technology infrastructure that enables organizations to observe how their data is being used. All of those things that I just talked about making data access measurable, this is what our data trust technology enables you as an organization to do. This also has a benefit of making your data safer and more secure. We all know that data leaks are of incredible concern. By governing how your data is being accessed, you have one incremental layer of protection to understand who's touching your information, who's accessing your data. So, Once we've implemented this data trust infrastructure, we're now able to do a number of things. We're able to help you create a new revenue stream from your data. Specifically, in the healthcare field, we're partnering with hospital networks around the world to anonymize their data, because obviously we would never want to share personally identifiable information. But taking that incredibly valuable data about work that's been done in hospitals, anonymizing it, and then providing access to pharmaceutical companies and CROs around the world to access that data to create new drugs that help all of us live better, healthier lives, or build new AI models that proactively diagnose people sooner so that they're able to receive better treatment, or even identify what the demand within a given region is for different types of pharmaceuticals or different types of medical treatments. We've found that healthcare data is one of the most rapidly growing areas where there's extensive demand, and the COVID-19 pandemic has been an incredible accelerant to that in a global construct. Whereas historically a lot of companies pursued data from the United States or maybe Western Europe or maybe Japan, what we're now finding is that the world has realized that healthcare data from every corner of the globe is incredibly valuable and incredibly important. And we partner with hospital networks to help create that revenue stream. This not only creates better health outcomes around the world, it creates a new revenue stream for hospitals that we work with, who are now able to share that data. And by sharing that data in an anonymized fashion, of course, with the right governance in place, they're able to generate more revenue that they can put back into treating their patients and providing health care for all of their patients that they serve. So this is one side of what we do at Agori, which is helping companies to directly monetize and create a new revenue stream from their data. The other thing that we do at Agori is we help companies to finance data that they use on a daily basis. Every company today, to some degree, is a data-driven business. And data has real value to your organization. By taking your data and putting it in a data trust, we can quantify exactly how it's being used, when it's being used, how much revenue is being generated from it, both directly in areas like I talked about with healthcare, but also indirectly, accessing your customer information as a critical component to your revenue lines and business that you actually sell. Being able to put a price on that internally within an organization and quantify that allows us to actually take that data asset and treat it just like you would any other asset, like a building or a plane or a truck, and finance it. And by finance it, I mean either use it as collateral in a lending transaction, or even execute a leaseback trade against it, where you sell it to somebody and lease it back, effectively injecting a substantial amount of capital directly into your company that you can use to pay off debt or apply to growth of the business as you see fit based on your own personal circumstances or situation at your firm. What this really amounts to, however, in both of the scenarios that I've talked about, is an unlocking of the value of your data. The transition of it from something that is an intangible to something that is very real and something that has a direct bottom line impact to your company. The way that we engage with companies is we partner with them on the healthcare side to assess the value of their data and then anonymize it. And we take the cost of doing that and then share the revenue that we generate back with them. On the financing side, we partner with companies of all types in all industries to help them assess the value of their data and connect them with capital providers that we work with who are familiar with these data-driven financing transactions to enable them to complete the right financial transaction for their specific firm, whether that's a collateralized loan, a leaseback transaction, or even a line of credit. That process typically takes 1 to 2 quarters, and transactions can range from tens of millions to literally billions of dollars of capital that is unlocked. We are very excited about partnering with you as we expand the work that we're doing around the world, and most importantly, making the value of data transparent and unlocking its value so that the economics of it can be leveraged and used to help you grow your business and help you accelerate each of your own individual business lines. The world is a data-driven world, and we fundamentally believe in unlocking the value of data for companies around the world. You can find out more by emailing us at info@agorai.ai. That's info@agorai.ai. Or please visit the rest of our booth and download any of our brochures or pamphlets. We look forward to hearing from you in the future, and we hope to work together in the near term. Thank you very much.
For more information, visit agorai.ai.